Hello, everybody. My name is Sebastian, and today we'll be talking about why you should stay away from VR chat or escaping the virtual trap dark side of VR chat. Now, VR chat is a game where you can play on different VR consoles. However, on that game, there's a completely different world to it, and it can affect you depending on how you play it or other things. And there's also some evil sides that will lead to it, and why you should mostly stay away from this game in particular because there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Now, when we talk about VR Chat, the game, VR Chat is a game that involves with different types of worlds, ranging from anything from like a little cafe to a house to worlds from other video games, other genres, or other movies. So the sky's the limit, really. It all depends on whoever creates them. And in that game, you can do different things. You can get avatars, you can go to different locations, you can explore a bunch of different things. And it's a fun, outgoing game that can let you explore different parts of the world or interact with different things. Now, this brings us of the opportunities of the game, where I mentioned earlier, where avatars, you can have different types of avatars, you can pick anything, you can kind of become anyone, technically. You can also make your own custom avatars, or have somebody make them for you, you can buy them online. And this leads us to communities that we have on that game, for so to speak. There's many communities since there's sky's the limit on there, and you can make all types of friends from all different backgrounds, from all over the world. You can meet with anybody, you can play with anybody anytime. There's games as well, and so it gives birth to these virtual and these nice communities within the video game that are in there. However, not everything's all sunshine and rainbows with nice people. There is a dark side of VR chat, and we'll be getting into that. And it's out there. Some people like to keep it hidden when it comes to VR chat when we talk about it. But unfortunately, truth is that it is out there, and it's actually closer than what most players like to think. It's close that they don't think about it, they don't talk about it, and they could not even know that's happening. And when it comes to this dark side, unlike other video games where it's not harmful if you don't get into it, or it's not harmful, if you don't really involve yourself into it, unlike VR chat, it can literally happen when you're in the same server as somebody else. It can literally happen to you just by standing there. That's what makes it kind of dangerous to play and gives you a dark side of it. And we'll go into further right now. First, let's start with the clubs. Now, there are many clubs in the world of VR chat where people can go and drink and have fun, just like regular club in real life. However, they drink at home, they're doing their own thing, they're doing whatever they're doing at home, and there's a real DJ going on. However, at these clubs, people tend to drink a lot. Yes, they're at home, they're safe in their vicinities, but they're with other people. And the thing is about VR chat is that some servers are not restricted, meaning anybody that is above the age of 13, above 18, or even below 21 in that area can be in there while an adult is intoxicated or other people are intoxicated. And due to this, some individuals tend and have the idea to get other people to play these party games where they can get intoxicated themselves and talk to them and take advantage of them by talking to them and manipulating. And this does happen quite often, actually. Uh, some people do know how this works, and they do it. However, the person is safe in their home, but it still can mess them up mentally if they're not mentally straight in a way, or if they're a young person, especially a young minor. That happens, and it's a severe thing that happens more often than you think. We get to gangs. Now, it is funny to have gangs in the game. They think they're just a bunch of losers. But the truth is that they actually know what they're doing and they can mess up with your system. One example is that there are some gangs that are notorious for if they don't like this person, they can go ahead and take them out. By doing that, they can leak their information out. They can leak their who they are. their social and everything on the internet. They basically dox them, that's the word. And then we go into where they can literally have the power to kill your computer. It's as easy as one of them as grabbing a little pixel gun, shooting it at you. It'll shut down the server, but it'll make your computer running to where it'll fry your GPU and your computer's brick. There's nothing you can do. And these guys may not seem as dangerous, but they are. And that leads us to cults. And these cults are also considered dangerous, not to other cells, but within, because there has been recent news where some people have joined cults, either to become a part of a family group where their own family real life is not good, stable, or they're trying to simply get away. And there has been some cases where the owner of the cult has taken people in for their own manipulations and their own thing, whether it's to talk to them or to do something that is called ERP. That is a sensitive topic. We will get to it later on towards the end of this presentation. For those who know, you know how dangerous that ERP can, especially with those who are under the age of 18 and 21, where it can affect many people. And there's been some cults where most majority of them are young boys or children in the game. Now, we get to why you should not play VR chat, or this is our main idea of this topic, or you should stay away from this game in general. Now, when we talked about ERP earlier, I mentioned it. It basically stands for erotic roleplay. Now, some people like to get intimate and they do that, and that can lead to many effects, not only that, but mentally. And it's kind of a way of it's kind of an ill way and a sick way on how it's in that game, and many people out there should avoid it. Because to see something like that, it's unsettling. And to have it in a virtual reality is not very good. And this also goes into other topics where we always discuss all the other bad things, and this leads to why you shouldn't play it. VR chat, it is a good community with good hearts, but there's a deeper, darker side with it. And this leads us to our final part of why you shouldn't really touch the game, and our most important, which is mental health issues. For some reason, according to different doctor studies, as well as videos on YouTube, as well as going to Dr. Caden, where mental health skyrockets on these VR games. Very skyrockets. For those who don't have any disorders, it basically doubles or triples if they do, or they do agree, such as depression, anxiety, different levels of minor syndromes, personality disorder, just kind of scrubs too, and talking about events earlier, Stockholm syndrome does happen, which is very strange and surprising coming from a game. And this is the number one reason why people should stay away, because it will affect your mental health and it will affect you as a person if you do decide to play this game and lose yourself into it. Now we finally get to the last part, is like why you shouldn't me stay away. And going back to everything we said earlier in this video, it's a better journey if you stay away from this, because at the end of the day, you'll confuse virtual reality for reality. You'll be wanting to enjoy this world that's fake, where you can be anybody, where you can do anything you want, but unfortunately it's a lie. It's best to stay in this world where we are at, where you must be true to yourself and true to what you believe in and follow your path and not get lost in the entertainment. Remember, that's only supposed to be an entertainment, not your life, for it'll become a nightmare than the one you're already in right now. Thank you, and you have a good one.